Welcome back, everybody, for another Tips for Mortgage video series. My name is Mike Parkinson. I'm a mortgage broker in beautiful British Columbia with Dominion Lending Centers, Producers West Financial. And this is my cousin, Jaden Bax. He's a mortgage broker with Avenue Financial just out of Calgary, Alberta. How's it going today?
I'm loving life. It's just as snowy out here as it is out there. You can't always say that, right? Like we're seeing the white stuff, and you guys got a bit too.
We got a bunch. We got 20 centimeters.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So you'll be out there
Cool.
shredding the powder.
Oh, yeah. I'm out there shoveling hard, actually make Heather do it. So.
Okay, good for you.
Anyways, today we got another exciting episode of reverse mortgages. We're going to talk about who they're for and the key benefits. So basically, you have to be 55 or older, but I find that the typical reverse mortgage client is between 70 and 80 years old. And to get the older you are, obviously, the more money you can take. It's on a sliding scale. Who are these for besides being 55 plus? What uses can they have? Well, the first use would be retiring with debt. If you got some debt and you don't have a lot of income coming in, you got huge equity in your house. Again, I mentioned this before. Even if you have a small mortgage on your house, we can pay that out with a reverse mortgage. There's no payments. So that's an option there. It gives you more cash flow so you can do a lot of things in life that people are wanting to do when they retire. I sure hope I am, Jay. Next one is maybe travel or help with some expenses. That's another thing. Again, traveling for me when I get older, big plan of mine. How about you, Jay?
Oh, big time. Yeah, like I'm traveling while I'm young, so I want to keep that up. I want to keep going with the lifestyle that I have now.
Well, actually, I'm traveling too while I'm young, so I'm going to have to take out a reverse mortgage to help with my income down the
That's
road
right.
for what I'm spending today. Another option is for your investment portfolio to supplement your investments. We all know how the investments have done over the last year. It's been a little bit scary for people. A lot of people have actually retired and then they've lost a whole bunch on their investments. So they're looking at other avenues there. Ability to pay for unplanned expenses such as home care. People want to stay in their home. They want to do rentals around the house. So that's another option there. A huge one that I've dealt with in the last, I'd say, couple years, because housing's so expensive, is people are taking out reverse mortgages to help their kids get into a home, start a business, do all kinds of things. So that's another option there. Uh, or purchasing another primary residence, a home that they want to live in. They're either downsizing or they want to buy a secondary home, even a rental property. So there's options with that. People that don't want to move, they don't want to downsize, they want to stay in their home. We know how comfortable it is living in our house. They don't want to go into a retirement home. That's just not for them. And we're seeing a lot of that. So, and then another one is to create retirement income because they haven't put enough money aside for retirement. So those are who they're for. Let's talk a little bit about the key benefits there, Jade.
Yeah,
First one.
absolutely. Yeah, and I think this is the biggest one that we deal with people is the biggest thing is that there's no regular mortgage payments, right? And so
uh,
you don't have to make any payments monthly. You don't have to think about that payment coming out. And so when people come to us and they say, well, this reverse mortgage, the interest rates are a little bit higher than conventional rates, and this is our reply to them. Like, listen, this is because the lender's not getting paid until you sell this place or refinance out to something else or something like that. But you do not have to make any monthly payments ever. You can if you want. If you want to be paying those interest payments or things like that, that's totally up to you. But you're not obligated to do so. What's the next one, Mike?
the next one that I think are important is a lot of people think that if you take money out of your house, you're taxed on it. We know that you're not, right, Jay?
Oh, absolutely not. And when you bring it back to those investments, you might be taxed on taking some of those investments out. Just another way to get some money and good cash flow into your hands.
And that's another thing, talk to your financial planner. It's maybe something you can sit down and talk about and say, hey, is this a good option for my portfolio? So we can help you out with that. Next one is the no negative equity guarantee. You want to talk a little bit about that, Jay?
Yeah, absolutely. And so I think that's one of the biggest things that we get from, and it's not always our clients. It's maybe the clients' kids that we've heard about these reverse mortgages, and I don't want mom and dad to lose their home. And what we can say to you is they won't. It doesn't matter. Home values could plummet. We see that happening in some ways with some of these new builds in Vancouver and Toronto and things like that. But at the time of that mortgage being discharged, if you have $900,000 outstanding and your home is only worth $800,000 at the end of it, there's no problem. You're not paying that $100,000 difference. The bank has put all of that into their calculations, and very, very rarely will that happen where somebody actually owes more than what the home is worth. So there's a guarantee that you'll never have to pay that difference.
Well, if you think about it, it's they're so conservative to begin with. Like the max you can get up to is 55, up to 59% actually in certain big cities with certain products. So we'll talk about that as we go. But honestly, like your house would have to drop drastically, which 99% of the time is not going to happen. If it did, then you're safe, right? So that's a good one. The last one is the flexible withdrawal options. So you can take your lump sum all at once and do whatever you want with it. Or you can take the minimum out now, which is typically 25 grand. You could do monthly, you could have monthly withdrawals coming out every month into your bank account to help with your pensions. Or you could take a lump sum down the road, take say 25, 50 grand now, take another 50 grand down the road when you need it, if you need a roof or to do anything else or to help kids out or any things we talked about already. So there's tons of flexible options there. And again, the further we go into this, the further we're gonna piece by piece each option and talk a little bit about it. So I hope this helps you guys understand just a little bit more who it's for and what the benefits are. We hope you enjoyed this. If you know anybody, you or anybody you know might be interested in more information on this, please forward these videos to them. We look forward to chatting with you next time. See you later, Jay. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, have a great week, buddy.
Take care.